music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop. This is the regular season, which I prefer over Atlanta. This is season 4, episode 1. I did not know this was season 4. I thought it was like season 3. But I am happy the show is back. And, let's just get started on this and everything. Tonight's lipstick is... I think I worn it before, actually. It is Exorcism, so y'all know it's the Kat Von D. Get it from Sephora. I did just order some new... What is order? I don't know, like 8 new lipsticks. I think it's Urban Decay. Anyway, this episode, it sort of kind of picks up where the last one left off. The last episode ended with, like, Boogie on drugs. Not Boogie. Is it Boogie or Boobie? Boogie on drugs, who was Dame Dash on. We saw Romeo being confronted with someone saying that he was the baby daddy. So that's kind of what things kind of left off with, Christina. And, Mary J. Blige, future ex-husband's daughter, was at odds or whatever. Angela and Vanessa still trying to make it work together. Pepa was still being Pepa. Egypt was still having funny ass wigs. It was all the same thing, this coming episode. So we do see Romeo at his house. We had like a quick little montage of all the different cast members or whatever. Romeo was at his house and his friends was holding up a DNA kit. I'm like, he got a home DNA kit? He ain't doing a home DNA kit. He went to a goddamn doctor. We see... Boogie on the side of the road collecting trash, so that means he must have gotten community service for that damn DUI. We see, Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband daughter, Brianna. Look, I still don't understand why she's on this show. I still don't like her ass. I still will always refer to her as Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's daughter. I can't stand her. I just want her gone. Just do Jesus. Anyway, she in the studio, and I don't know why, because we don't want to hear music. We see Christina is still in studio with Adonis. Girl, bye. TT and Pep and TT. Why does Pep get her own? Like, the show was called Growing Up Hip Hop. It's supposed to be about the kids who grew up with, hip hop parents or hip hop people in their lives. Pepa didn't grow up hip hop. She was hip hop, but she didn't grow up hip. No, Pep, sit your ass. Pep should not have a starring role on Growing Up Hip Hop, but she fucking does. Her and TT, out here thotting and bopping, and Pep got a whole new house. Girl, you like it, I love it. We see Egypt. Now, Egypt got smart. Egypt took them damn wigs off, because them wigs that she used to wear in the scenes were horrendous. So she got smart, and she had some braids. And I'm like, okay, and they cute little braids or whatever. And we see that she also got a boyfriend who she lives with. Okay, girl. Vanessa just walking the dog with her daughter. Okay. And Angela's in New York. So that's kind of where everybody is within the show. We do see Romeo back at the house with his daddy chilling out or whatever. See, I like how Master P pop in and pop out. He pop in, he pop out. Only Dame Dash and Pepa are the only parents who just pop in, don't go the fuck away. It leads me to believe y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Anywho, so Romeo telling us that the baby wasn't his. The child was not his. He ain't got no kids. And his father seems to be happy. His father seems to not want any grandchildren yet. And he like, if you want some kids, just take one of mine. That ain't how it work, people. We're going to let it be what it is. And, he just tells them, like, just take your time. Ain't no point in rushing. But Romeo ain't 10. He not even 18. Romeo in his 20s. And at this point in time, if he was to have a kid, I don't think it would be rushing. The boy so them wild over a little sexy ass. We do see Romeo saying how he had a dream, or he thought, or he had a vision of love, that he would actually be dating a woman who already have kids. And then let's segue into Angela. So, Angela is in New York. Angela lives in New York. So I'm still confused as to why she on Growing Up Hip Hop and this supposed to be the LA cast. I'm assuming she moved to LA. She moved to New York once she got pregnant by that man and got engaged by that man. And she's still there. I think her mom lives there too. And so, she's still living life as a single parent. We all know that her and the baby daddy, fiance, broken up. They're no longer together. And you know what I'm saying? She admits that the reason they're not together anymore was because she just wasn't happy anymore. They tried to fix it, tried counseling, tried all these different things, therapy or whatever, and nothing works. Now, she does not give any one specific detail or she doesn't give like one reason. She just says it just did not work out, and she agreed that she thought it would be this fairy tale, and it turned out to not be that. How she like we met, things happened, we know that she was a virgin before, so because it went from like she was a virgin, she was engaged, she was pregnant, she had a baby, and then she was single. And my thing is, I don't want to even sound insensitive to her plight, but what she's experiencing, what she's living is regular as hell. Like, she ain't the first, the last, or even the middle person to lose their virginity and get pregnant and don't be with the guy. And yes, you do want to have a life or a future or build a family with the father of your child or even the mother of your child, but that's what happens when you move too fast. Even she said it moved so fast. Her mama said it moved really fast. What it was. And that's why I say, in the first 6 months, you can't be having these raw, unprotected sexes and stuff like that. You get pregnant and you don't know what to do. And she got caught up in the rapture of love, okay? And it's not, I don't think people judge her really harshly. I think people don't like her and think she's snooty. I don't mind Angela, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a big issue with her. I think she's a cool chick or whatever. I don't know her personally, but I don't see a big issue with her. But I think people like fucking with her because she lived that I'm a virgin, I don't want to have sex until I'm married, and I'm a Simmons girl. You know what I'm saying? I think because she was that, they couldn't wait to say, aha, bitch, aha, you got pregnant, bitch. They couldn't wait to do that, and they kind of rubbing her failed relationship in her face. But I'm like, why do you care? Because some of the same people who teasing you also could have been single parents. So like, my thing is, you shouldn't care if someone is teasing you about the same thing they live in. You know what I'm saying? And living as a single parent is not the end of the world. Plenty of people do it. A lot of kids are great even with single parents, even though we want it to be a 2-parent household. Sometimes that does not happen. So I'm almost like, I think she need to get over it the same way I think people who tease her about it need to get over it. Who the fuck cares? Halle Berry's a single parent. Okay. Anywho, so she's single now, whatever it is, what it is. And her mom even brought up, how like when me and your father separated, I had 3 children at the point in time, and what I'm saying, when I look back on it, I made the right choice. I made the best choice for me. And she says, like, no one signs up to be a single parent, and they don't. Sometimes life just happens. You don't sign up to be a single parent. You don't sign up to be a widow. You don't sign up to be an only child. You don't sign up for a lot of things in life. But life hits you in the face, and you just have to keep on moving. I mean, at the end of the day, girl, you rich, you beautiful, you can have any dude you want. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful baby boy out of the situation, and just keep it moving. Okay. Anyway, and because again, she won't be the first or the last to be a single parent. It is what it is. Suck it up. So we see Christina and Vanessa meet up or whatever. Vanessa is boring, and I don't know a nice way to say that, but I have to say Vanessa is boring. And not a boring in a way like she need to be off the show, but boring in a way, and I want her to get some balls by herself and not be so, oh my God, I want everyone to get along, and I'm gonna have a party, and I'll have a party in there. We're all gonna come together because we should all be one big happy family. Girl, no, you're not. Like, this is not true. And when she's on the screen, I kind of get bored because I feel like it's gonna be the same. Let me play nice, the same. Even though I know you talk shit about my sister, I'm not gonna check you, and I can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Christina saying how she's gained a little bit of weight, so she's working on her fitness. She do look a little thicker. It's a little thicker, but she still is gorgeous. Okay, she's still at the bar. She's, so she still looks great, but she's still working on, get some of the pounds off because she is and she has a great voice. I really wish she could, in some sort of way, actually make it. You know what I'm saying, and like get to popping and stuff. But I feel like she's chasing the same. She's doing things the same way, and she ain't getting any further. So it is what it is. Vanessa being blah, 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 blah. You know, saying how her and Angela don't talk much still, how because Angela's in New York. And, you know, she brings up how Angela is no longer with her baby daddy. Now, see, I'm a firm believer in I'm not going to spread my family's tea. I don't like how Vanessa told more than one person that Angela was single. Let Angela give them that information. Don't this be, you know what I'm saying? You don't tell your family's tea. You leave it to them to spill. And if she wants to tell someone, let her tell them. I'm like, and I'm not saying it was wrong for her to say it. I know it's a show, but I'm like, you ain't got nothing to talk about besides yourself. I mean, besides yourself, besides your sister. Like, what's going on in your life? Where your man at? Is you single? No, yes, no, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your kid. Don't talk about everybody else's stuff. Like I think because her baby is with one of the Wayans kids, and I think it's one of Damon's sons who she has her daughter's father is, and I think she's in a relationship with. But I'm like, talk about that. Like, leave Angela alone, girl. Just leave her alone. And then she brings up how she had a fashion show when Angela did not show up, how Angela was supposed to show up and she promised she would be there and she did not come. But then this is the part that killed me. She said, you know what I'm saying, I know she has these personal issues going on in her life, but I hope that she will show up for me. I feel like that was a little bit selfish on both of their parts. I feel like Angela should have said, yes, I'm going to be there. You should have said was, sis, I'm going through some things. I don't know if I can make it. I'm going to try to, but you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot going on right now. And I also feel like with Vanessa knowing the scrutiny she was under at the time, you can understand if she does not show up, because at the end of the day, as you said, she is going through some things. So don't be so selfish to be like, she got issues, but she should have still came and, you know, been there for me. At the end of the day, we have to sometimes allow our own family members to take care of themselves and not be like, well, we family, so they should be there for me. Well, sometimes we have to be there for other people in the aspect of letting them be there for themselves. And, you know, I mean, it was what it was. So Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's daughter is on here, and she ain't really doing much. And why is she friends with Dame Dash? Like, why? I mean, I think it's a thing of who else she gonna shoot scenes with. She not getting along with Angela. Vanessa, no. Christina, no. I mean, Boogie, he MIA, he ain't returning her calls, which means he don't want you to sing to her either. So her only really allies is like TT and Egypt, and them two so boring too. They all just kind of use each other. So I guess Dang Dash is her only escape. So, you know, she's going to see him. He like, oh, you're such a talented artist. He had put one of her pieces up. Okay, girl, whatever. Bravo. I still don't like you. And, you know, she just brings up how I've been trying to contact Boogie and not Boogie. I keep saying Boogie, who was Keisha Cole's ex-husband. I've been trying to meet up with Boogie, and he hasn't been returning my calls. And then I had called him again, and the phone number's cut off. His number's changed. And my thing is, Dame said, well, yeah, I cut his phone off. I was paying the bill, and, you know, he was up in the house, and he had brought some drugs in the house, some lean. It was in his sister's room. You know what I'm saying? His sister 9 years old, so to leave that in her room around her is kind of crazy to me. With him being 26, he's a grown-ass man, so he like, I just can't have it around or whatever. So it's like, oh, okay. So I'm like, girl, I don't like Brianna. I don't. I think she is a negative spirit. And she gets on my nerve. You know what I'm saying? She's married to a she does husband's daughter, and that's what it is. You know, he bring up how he feels like it's karma because when he was younger, he sold drugs. He like, you know, I sold drugs when I was younger, and now my son is addicted to drugs. So it can be like a yin versus yang thing. You know, he feels like Boogie needs rehab. And he like, but I'm not, you know, he's like, I gave him the card that he had. He got the DUIs, and so I took the card back. He like, so, you know, he can't be here because I'm not going to have him die in the bed in the house that I'm paying for. So I'm like, I mean, I get it, but I don't know how much of a problem Boogie has, or if he just partied too hard. Like, I don't know which one it is. And it's hard because when we seen him last year, I mean, I do think he need to stop drinking lean. I do think he need to stop all of that. But I don't know if I want to label him a drug addict. I I think it's I think the drugs he doing, when someone is doing lean, it really, really affects you. So it makes you with the slurred speech, and it makes your whole body slow down. I want him to go to rehab to simply stop doing the drugs and realize he don't need the drugs. But I'm not convinced that he has a full-fledged drug addiction. I don't know if y'all can get what I mean. Like, I know he need to stop doing drugs, but when I hear drug addict, I think of like DMX, a person who just hurting themselves. And I think if he stopped getting drunk, that would cut the DUIs. But like, what drugs is he on? I don't know. I gotta get it figured out. I have to see how the season is gonna play out, because I don't know this yet. Anywho, Pepa. Pepa and TT got their young little scenes. Okay, they at her house or whatever, and they sitting by the pool sad. Pepa talking about how she is now, back on the scene, thotting and bopping, how she's sleeping with men's and stuff. I'm like, girl, you sit your ass down somewhere. We see that Egypt has moved out the house. She has a boyfriend. The boyfriend is 24. Egypt is just 19. And they living together. And Pep say how he don't have no job, but she's kind of happy that he's around, because when Egypt moved out, she didn't want her to be alone. So now she's okay that she has someone. She then says because the dude don't have a job, but he is supportive of her, and he be with her at the studio, which I still don't think she should be an artist. That she said, I bought a car. The car is in my name. I bought him a car. The car is in my name. And I bought him the car so that he can be an Uber driver. Pepa. This is why she only do on a goddamn show. I mean, she said it like it made sense. Like, my daughter got with this dude who don't got no job, and he's a struggling artist, and he ain't got no money. So what I did was I bought him a car so that he can be an Uber driver. Ain't that smart? I mean, you could say, maybe get you a man that got a job. Or you could tell him, buy your own car. Like, I'm like, why did Pepa all of a sudden come with all this money? Like, what lotto did she hit? Maybe they've been touring again, so she's been making some money. Because she done bought this new house, she done bought that man a car, and it might be the money from the TV show too. I don't know. All I know is I'm tired of Pepa having her own scenes as if she's the star of the show. We see Pepa more than we see Egypt. Anywho, another Simmons kid is on the show. JoJo on the damn show this season. I mean, why they could have left Run's house on? Okay, who gonna be next? Diggy, Rusty, what's going on? I mean, the little girl they adopted. JoJo on the show this season. You know what I'm saying? We know JoJo had a baby too in real life, so maybe he gonna put some of his stuff in the air too. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be the fact that the show is struggling to add other kids. Rev Ron got a few children. Hell, you might as well add, one of Master P of the kids. Add the Pepa other kid. Like, you can add the people who are on the show have siblings, so it almost makes sense to add the siblings. Truth be told, because last season we did see a little bit of two of Master P's other kids, two of his daughters. The Zanique girl, was it Zanique Symphony? It was some weird damn name, I don't know. But yeah, it was the two other daughters on the show. So this season we got JoJo on here, so it is what it is. And him and Angela's out shopping, but they ain't buy shit. And, talking about how, well, yeah, you single now, what happened, did he cheat on you or whatever? And she's like, well, yeah, I'm single, we're not together no more, I just wasn't happy, so it's over. He like, so, what happened? Did he cheat? What went on? Again, Angela won't say what happened, which I think is smart, because you don't want to slander your baby daddy, because eventually your son has to see this. So she's smart. And the thing is, you don't have to give an exact reason if the shit just didn't work out. It could be a plethora of things. It could be that he could have been cheating. His dick could have been small. He could have had bad breath. He could have not washed his feet. He could have not put the toothpaste cap back on the toothpaste. He could have left the kitchen refrigerator door open, and it could be a lot of things that happen and break people up. He could have been alcoholic. He could have been beating her. Who the fuck knows? Or it could be this simple. Once they were around each other, they realized they weren't a true couple, and he wasn't shit or she wasn't shit, and it just didn't work out. So, JoJo saying how, people don't tell me stuff, and she won't tell me what happened because, they just make it seem as if I'm the crazy one. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. I might call him and cuss him out or whatever. JoJo, brother, Ain't nobody scared of you. I look. JoJo is the least threatening black man I think I've ever seen. Just because he seems so like loopy. He seemed like he smoked weed or he take edibles and he always high. So I don't take it. So I'm like, I can't see him being the crazy brother. I see Diggy being more of a crazy brother than JoJo. I don't take JoJo serious. I don't. And it is what it is. Anyway, that's what it was. They ain't about no goddamn shoes. We see a quick scene of Brianna meeting up with Egypt and her boyfriend because Egypt needs to buy new furniture for her house. And again, I feel like this is the time because they don't have anybody else to shoot scenes with. Because again, no one cares about Brianna at all. Well, let's be honest, call a spade a spade. But what I found weird was Brianna was questioning the boyfriend, like, what you do, bruh? You got a job, do you work? And I thought to myself, Brianna, well, what the fuck do you do? Like, I still don't know what she does besides being the daughter of Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband. That's all I know her for, honey. I don't know her for her works, her eyes, her lips, her hair, her talents. Nothing. Now we have seen her do some paintings or whatever, so maybe she's a painter and an artiste. But again, what the fuck do you do in real life? I don't know. Girl, bye. The dude say, he don't, I'm an artiste. I'm a rapper. I can write some things. I'm a musician. He should have said I'm an Uber driver. That's what he should have said because he's an Uber driver. He admits that he has 2 kids by 2 different women. If the baby mama show up on the show, if they bring baby mama drama, I'm gonna be like, bitch, don't do it no more. So, they all talk about how they're gonna go to Vanessa's party, and Brianna is still upset about the whole issue with her and Christina from last season when Christina checked her ass and went off on her. And I'm like, look, she's upset, like, well, she's being funny acting and she be talking shit. And I'm like, Brianna, we don't care about you. You deserve everything that Christina said to you. Thanos. That's her new name. Brianna's Thanos. We don't fuck with you, girl. We don't want you here. Go away. Okay, we gonna avenge you. Go away, Thanos. That's what she is. Vanessa hosts this little party or whatever, and because it's a party for everyone to catch up. They have not seen each other in a while, and I guess it's a catch up situation. This is why I say Vanessa's boring, because she's so, oh my god, I want everyone to have fun. Everyone come here. We can all get along. TT, can I talk to you? Okay, really quickly. So, her and TT talking, and she's basically saying how she wants everyone to be cool, everyone to get along, and basically not talk shit. Now, they showed a scene from last season when TT and Brianna were sitting around talking about Angela. This is my thing. If I see you talking about me or my family, my sister, my brother, anybody, my mama, whoever it is, we can't sit down and have a civilized conversation. At the end of no, we can't. I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be beef on site. What I'm gonna say is, it ain't gonna be a nice little, oh my god, okay, so I just want us all. No, it's gonna be I saw the footage of you teasing my sister about being pregnant and not being married. I saw that. What you got to say about it to my face? Because she ain't here. So let me and you have a conversation. What's your issue with my sister? That's what I'm going to give you the same type of energy you had talking about my sister in my face. Vanessa is very non-confrontational. She is very much so just not, I don't think she could even express herself. I kind of wonder how she gets business done, because she doesn't even seem like she can make hard decisions. It's like, do you want the blue shoe or the purple shoe? Well, blue is so pretty, but purple is pretty too. Like, I don't want to hurt blue's feelings. I don't want to hurt purple's feelings. Like, I don't know. She's too fucking nice. She's too nice to even be on this show. And she don't have to be mean or a bitch, but she has like no authority in her. She just does not, like, she can't be a boss to me. I mean, she can run a business, but I feel like she has to have people in place to make decisions for her, because she's too goddamn, I don't care, she's too nice, you know what I'm saying? And girl, I don't care. So, when TT and Brianna's at this point, TT is there, and they still trying to like shade Angela from that, like, oh my god, we know she won't be here, that's how, you were invited, just stupid little bullshit or whatever. And my thing is, for me, if I was Vanessa, I would not have invited TT or Brianna. I would not. For what? If you don't like my sister, you don't like me. Okay? And if you have beef with my sister, you have beef with me. Forever, bitch. Forever. And so that's why I'm like, I don't get where Vanessa, I don't know where her loyalties lie. Like, you want to be liked and you want people to get along more than you care about loyalty to your family. And I don't care if my sister didn't come to my fashion show. I don't care if my sister didn't come to my birthday. I don't care if my sister didn't come to my bar mitzvah and I'm not even Jewish. It's my sister and I'm gonna ride with her till the wheels fall off. My thing is, you should never let anybody see any kind of dissension in the family bond. And when you do stuff like when you come on TV and say things like, you know what I'm saying, she didn't come to my show, and I just know people wonder like if we're cool or not, you making them ask them questions because you showing them that you're affected because your sister is living her life. Don't get Angela not out there like doing. Angela is a full-fledged mom she had shit going on. The same way when they said that when Vanessa was pregnant, she was living her life and doing her thing. But now her kid is a little bit older. She ain't got shit to do, and she feel like her sister should just give all her time to her because that's what she is right now. And so, and you letting Brianna and Titi kind of just going. You seen them talk about your sister, and now you sitting there in their face like, okay, well, I just want to get along. I would have been like, bitch, fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. Okay, bye, bitch. So whatever. Brianna get there and she's being rude to Vanessa. She really, really is, simply because she know Vanessa not the one to come over and be like, oh my God, Brianna, hi. She not that kind of person. She gonna sit back and say, what did she say? Should I go talk to her? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be a punk. And I'm like, bitch, what? Really? Are you serious? Girl, go over there and say, hello, Brianna. How are you? You came to my party? Thanks for coming. You know, have some kind of, she don't have it yet. She just doesn't. And then Brianna brought a guest. Who was it? Girl, I would have said you didn't get no +1 invite at all. Your friend got to go. Bye, bitch. I'm just so rude. Because she didn't. But again, it's Vanessa, so it is what it is. You know, she's soft. You know, she's very soft, and she just not a problem solver. Even Brianna said, like, you know, because when Vanessa said, like, you know, I don't know how you know how to deal with it, because, you know what I'm saying, you came in and you, like, you know, kind of gave me like a hard smile. Oh, that's just my face. And she knew Brianna was lying. She knew Brianna was just being a mean, evil bitch. And then Brianna gonna say, you know what I'm saying, when I meet people, I meet them with the same energy they meet me. Vanessa don't have a mean energy in her body. She's not capable of it. You was mean to her because you know you can be mean to her, and she not gonna say shit back because she's non-confrontational. Brianna try that shit on who she can try that shit on. She ain't gonna try that shit on certain people. She isn't. You see, she tried with Christiania, and she got checked towards the end, though, not in the beginning. So, you know, Pep came, honey, and Pep came with that married ass man Andre. I said, bitch, he on the show. Now, when they showed him, they did show his name was Andre, and they had him labeled as Peppa's bodyguard. Pepa ain't needed a goddamn bodyguard since 92. So you can't tell me that in 2017, 2018, that she at a low rent Vanessa Simmons party of castmates and she need a bodyguard. Girl, the fuck bye. They couldn't think. Call him in your assistant. Okay, call him an intern. A bodyguard. Ain't nobody trying to get Pepa right now at all. She don't need no bodyguard, girl. I said, now that is a bunch of crock of bullshit. And then when she said, like, yeah, you know, Egypt moved out, she has her man. Like, I don't have a man, you know what I'm saying? But I think she said I have something. And she said, wink, wink. She fucking that man who had a wife. A whole wife. And a whole pregnant belly. A whole baby on the way. Girl, I'm like, Lord Jesus. But yeah, she need. When did What a Man come out? What a Man came out, it probably wasn't like 92. She ain't needed a man since Shoot came out. Okay, nothing. Girl, sit down some damn where. So, you know, Christina does come too. And of course, her Major Black ex-daughter-in-law, whatever, don't get along. You know, it is what it is. TT being messed up. I'm like, you know, where's Adonis? Is he with his wife? TT, where's your relevance? Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, you're not relevant is what I meant to say, people. Because so why are you even, like, you can't question where someone is when we don't even wonder why you're there. Just go ahead about your business. Shut up, TT. Boogie does show up. He shows up like, ta-da! And Brianna's pissed off because she like, I've been reaching out and he ain't been reaching back because he don't want to talk to you. Bottom line. So, you know what I'm saying? He like, 2017 was a hard year for me. I got that DUI. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to jail, but I did. She had to do community service, pay some fines, and do a DUI class. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, where have you been? I haven't talked to you. And I'm like, he didn't want to fuck with you. It's that simple. He did not want to speak with you, so he did not call you back, nor did he give you a new number. When anyone gets a number change and they don't contact you, you not a priority, boo-boo, at all. So, he brings up how, for him, he just been cool on everybody. He just been doing his own thing, trying to keep everyone off his back. And you know what I'm saying? He just like, whatever. He does say, look, I feel like Boogie do need to be around more positive people. I don't think Brianna's positive. So my thing is, I don't think him being around her is helpful. Even though we can clearly see that she wants him to get help, I also feel like she wants him to get help because it's her storyline. That's how she get her scenes. Her scenes are her looking for Boogie, Lord Jesus. So, I feel like she also has ulterior motives. And I feel like she ain't known him long enough and he ain't known her long enough for her to be so invested in his sobriety. I just feel like her being invested is so that she has some kind of storyline and it keeps her relevant. Is it relevant? Relevance. The relevance in the show. I can't think of, I'm tired. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway. But yeah, I don't see her as being sincere-ish when it comes to him. I feel like Dame, Boobie's mom, his sister, they should be, they should try to get at him. Even Romeo. I just feel like when it's coming from Brianna, I feel some kind of ulterior motive and I don't like it. And y'all can say, you're just biased. You don't like her. Shut the fuck up, okay? It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. So, and I feel like she that like stalker friend who like, them and they cool, but they feel like they like in your they feel like they're your best friend, so they can call you whenever. I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna stalk you, I'm gonna put a low jack on your phone, ha 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 ha. And he like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. He don't want to fuck with you, girl, and just leave it at that. And he just says how he feels like he just needs to kind of distance himself to handle his own stuff. And I'm like, it is what it is. We see Romeo shows up too. Like the party was a good time. Romeo showed up and took a couple pictures. Brianna was being petty because she jumping in pictures with Christina and Vanessa, who she don't like. So I'm like, get your drunk ass on somewhere. Romeo and Boogie both say how they're going to kind of keep an eye on Egypt's new man because Egypt is there and so is her boyfriend, and they like it's something weird they don't know, but because she's the youngest, so she's like the baby sister of the group, they want to be sure that he's, the right person. It's her first little real boyfriend or whatever. So I think it is a good thing for them to keep an eye on something that's going on. We see a little thing with Romeo and Titi talking, and I'm like, for a second I said, are they flirting? I was, I don't know, but Romeo flirts with everybody. Honestly, he does. And when they're talking, Brianna pop up like, can I talk to you real quick, Romeo? And you seen like her kind of looking at him, getting a little bit jealous when he was talking to other people. TT walk away, and she's like, I'm just trying to figure you out. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And what she meant was, you've been flirting with me. I think I want to fuck you. What's up? And I think his thing was, well, yeah, I'm hard to figure out. His thing was, I do this with everybody, baby. Don't take it personal. Like, don't read too much into it. But she was looking at him like she wanted to get down, and he looking like, okay, gotta go, bye-bye. And you know what I'm saying? No thanks. So, we also see that Vanessa tells Romeo also that Angela is single. And you know what I'm saying? She say how he said he could see that she wasn't happy, but he just kind of gave her the space to do her thing and, didn't interfere. But he could see that I think a lot of people saw that she wasn't happy and towards the end, and she was trying to save it. But that's how any relationship can be. And so he's like, okay, now I'm going to like hit her up and talk to her. So they do show him FaceTime her basically. And they, again, starting back and forth and him saying how they need to kind of get together and, have some fun and hang out and be better friends. How, he said he's a new him, she's a new her, it's a whole new year, and how she needs to move back out to LA and blah 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 blah. Me, I'm tired of the back and forth. This is season 4, and before she got pregnant, it was a whole thing with her and him or whatever. I feel like she needs to either shit or get off the pot and sow the seed. Y'all either want to be a couple ish or not. But I'm are they, aren't they? I'm kind of tired of it. It's done for me. Either get together or just be friends and leave it at that. Dame Dash daughter is now on the show too. He has a daughter. She's 18. Her name is Ava. I believe she is the daughter he shares with Rachel Ray. Is it Rachel Ray? Rachel Roy. The people who kept saying she was Becky with the good hair. So who they had been fussing and fighting, over Cussy for a long time. Actually, I think Ava M. Boogie. So, Dame says that she's there because Boogie been out and he hasn't been a good big brother to the little 9-year-old sister. So, he tells her, like, your brother's kind of doing some drugs or whatever. And what kind of sparked something for me, what she said was, he must be really sad or unhappy if he's doing drugs. And I don't think he would think about that when someone is doing drugs. It's like, well, damn, are they, like, what's wrong with, like, something must be wrong, like, they can't just be doing it for no reason. And when he gets there, when Boogie gets there, it's a clear disconnect between him and his dad. Something else happened that we don't know about, and I don't know what it is, because if you remember, they used to have a really, really, really close relationship. I don't know if it's 100% the drugs. I don't know if something happened and that's what made him turn to drugs even more. It's something that we don't know that's going on. It's something that they ain't saying on camera, because it's a disconnect between them. I know it's also a thing of where, Boogie probably feels like he disappointed his dad. I see that he feel like he's a letdown. I also feel like Dane probably failed as a father because his son is doing drugs. I feel like they don't talk the way they should talk. Even them two, they're talking like they wasn't talking to each other. They were talking to the air, and then whoever answered. They kind of weren't looking at each other. They both were looking away. There's a complete disconnect between father and son. Boogie does not think he needs rehab at all. He feels as if, whatever drug habit he may have, he can kick on his own, and how he does not have to prove anything to his father. And Dane feels like, you need rehab, and I love you, and I'm going to have to just pray for you and hope things work out for the best. And the sister's in the middle looking like, what the fuck did I walk in on? Like, it's just a complete mess. And I do know this season is probably going to be crazy for them. I want Boogie to work on his sobriety with his family. I just don't want Brianna involved, only because I feel like if she involves herself, it's not to help him. And I don't think that she's a friend that I think the friend that she think he is to him, he doesn't look at her in that way. And I think she do have good intentions on one level or the other, because she did bring up earlier how he needs to be around more positive people, how she didn't like who he was around because he was around people who was giving him the drugs. And he said, well, that's your studio life. And I'm thinking these are conversations he needs to have with, like, his sister, you know what I'm saying, or his mom, his dad's girlfriend, because those are people who we kind of have with Romeo, you know what I'm saying. Hell, even with Jam Master Jay's son, who isn't on here no more as much as we see, but I feel like Brianna just isn't the right one to fix it, because again, I feel like she has an ulterior motive, and that's kind of end of it. So we will see how, I did not mean for this to be this long. We will see how the rest of the season goes. I will be doing the whole season, of course, and the rest of the season does look really, really good. We see a thing of Egypt saying she's pregnant. We know Pep fucking that married man. We see Angela and Romeo flirting all season. I can't wait to see it. It's like a fight, not a fight, but like something between Brianna and Christina. So I'm ready to see the rest of the season. Anyway, any comments you have, put them below. Other than that, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.